NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Pats are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Dolphins, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down following the run. Play action. Now it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. First down, this is Rawls. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's got room. And down he goes taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. On the carry is Henderson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Now they'll throw with Brady, and that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll send Parker in motion right. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
The throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On play action. Now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught. inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 60 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Easy.
They go play action here on first down. Shedding the tackle. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Hey, Alabama, 20. Like 20. Trigger. Let's go. Let's go.
Counter play. Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Brady now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Deep.
Tannehill on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Tannehill throwing again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first and 10, Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll send Parker in motion right. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
87 feet. 87 feet.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They give it to Rawls. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and then probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brady now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
This is brought in at the 21.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. And even 40 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this to the 29. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Wait, 20. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
55. Be good, be good, be good. Hey.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 2nd half at FedEx Field now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll hand to Rawls. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they Work their way back out onto the field. Now it's the backup Mariota. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Third down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Design run for their wideout. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 10. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Rawls. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Brady going to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Rawls will try and run it in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And out come the Dolphins now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Patriots, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.